Hey, welcome to the Chad Show. Coming to you today. We got Kevin here in the studio.
Sir.
We're gonna get in and learn a little bit about him, his life, who he is, and what makes him tick. So, hey, how you doing today, buddy?
Man, it's a pleasure, man. I admire you so much just on the business side of everything,
Yep.
man. So this is a blessing, man.
Yeah. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. What is it you do?
So everybody might know me as a general contractor. I've been in the contracting space most of my life. Worked from, not only getting my license, but I started in the field.
Yeah.
So I'm very hands-on when it comes down to any aspect of construction. My confidence level is there. I may not be great at it, but I'm a jack of all trades, a master of none.
Hey,
All
at
right?
least you admit it. Some people have a hard time admitting that they ain't a master, but hey.
You learn from your mistakes.
Yep.
So that's why we're here. But from that, I went through, being a project manager for, honestly, people who have become mentors and friends and learned the game there. And then now I'm back, bringing it all the way full circle, and I'm starting my company from scratch so I can, again, show you what I'm telling you is true.
Yeah, hey, you crazy starting it from scratch.
From scratch.
There's some days, man, it's just like wondering, man, are all the headaches worth it? I talked to I had a conversation with a general contractor today, and he's like, I just can't believe my guys.
Yeah. Well, even just saying that's why I wanted to start from scratch. Because when you're in it, you're just trying to figure it out, and it's like you're constantly going backwards, then forwards, backwards, then forwards. Now with all the lessons, it's like, I know it's not going to be perfect starting from scratch.
Yeah.
But now I can create the culture. I can create the training. I know what I'm looking for in my guys, in my team. So it's just putting together a winning team from the start.
And then fill your gaps. That's one thing I hear a lot of people say is just hire what you're bad at.
Your weakness.
Yep.
And that right there, are you a big reader?
Man, I get halfway through a book and give up. I do, there's a few I finished all the way through.
Yeah.
The 10X rule, I finished that one.
Yeah.
There's a couple others, but man, I need to get back into it.
Well, cheat way.
Okay.
And this is us being in the contracting world. We're trying to find ways to educate ourselves on the go, right?
Yep.
So now AI's here. You can throw a book in. It'll digest the whole thing for you, hit you out with the key points, right? So now I done learned everything in the book, because you know how it is. You read a book, and it's 200 pages, but 30 pages a game.
Yeah.
Give me the 30 pages a game so I can keep going. And with that, what I have learned, just by what we were just talking about in the fact of, leadership and I'm trying to get it out. I got it stuck on my tongue, and it was being able to learn from others' mistakes.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Someone's already paved the way for you. I hear that, day in and day out is, rinse and repeat. They've already done it. You can't reinvent a wheel.
No.
You can't reinvent business. It's already been done. There's, pillars in place.
Yes.
You follow someone else's plan, because guess what? Everybody's going to try to do it different.
Yeah.
But that guy that they got mad at, that's like, man, why did he do it this way? Why did he do it that way? As long as you're not lying, stealing or cheating somebody out of money,
Yeah.
we're in business to make money.
Yep.
And the roadmaps have already been laid out, but we're all too stubborn to follow the roadmaps.
To actually listen to someone.
Yep.
And that's what reading does for me.
Yeah, because I love taking them back roads.
Sometimes I run down alleys,
Yeah.
just like, hey, I can get there faster, but in the end, it never is a fast way to do it.
Yep.
You gotta stick to the guidelines, you gotta stick to the rules, and then you also gotta have your faith in it too. You gotta be all the way in it 100%.
Yep.
If you're just doing it for the money, that's where.
Can't dip the toes in.
Oh my God.
So what book are you currently reading or going through?
Let's back.
Going through.
Yep. I'm an Audible guy.
There you go.
All right. The very last one, outside of, I'm a big fan of Alex Hormozy.
Yeah.
I mean, when we talk about $100 million leads, $100 million offer, I'm with that.
Yep.
But I go back and I was listening to Goals.
Okay.
And Goals was something that just was dropped on me, and it was just talking about, the habits of every day that you need to create to,
Yep.
put that vision together, start visualizing where you want to be, And that's currently what I'm practicing.
Yep.
Just trying to wake up, create that routine, put these goals down every single day, and see if I'm hitting some of them.
Yep.
You know?
They say, I was listening to somebody, I don't know who it was, but if you make that first goal of the day easy, getting out of bed, boom, check it off, we're done.
Yeah.
Hey, go into the bathroom, check it. You know what I mean? Something simple that's easy to get momentum through the day.
Yeah.
Because if your first goal of the day is to do $10 million in sales, you know what I mean?
Disappointment hits.
Exactly. And then next thing, it's all going to snowball downhill, and you're going to get discouraged, and you're just going to go back. You're going to go back to bed. You're just going to be an autopilot.
Yeah, that's the challenge, though.
Yep.
We're human. We got emotions. And so, being able to identify that first, who you are.
Yep.
And like you say, being able to know that sometimes it takes the smaller goals to put together first. So you can create the habit so you can get to the bigger goals. I think that's the key.
Yeah, because winning, just keep winning.
Gotta
winning.
win.
You're going to lose, but you got to the more wins, you can rack up the small wins, they'll create bigger wins. You'll hit a few losses along the way.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's just racking those things up. So what current projects are you working on? Do you got going on? Anything crazy?
Yeah.
I know you was telling me something. You just got a new building?
New building. I will say this. Friends and family know I'm a little bit crazy when it comes down to, you get an idea, you run with it, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm about to, last office I spent a lot of money on, right?
Yep.
Now I said, you know what? First thing my wife told me, she said, don't go try to do no big renovations and all that.
You're doing a big renovation?
No.
Okay.
Just on your office, just on your office.
Yep.
Get in and start making money, right? So my new venture is affordable baths and kitchens.
Okay.
I realized over the years what I'm really great at. Let's pause this real quick and say, as a contractor, the jack of all trades always gets stuck. Always gets stuck.
Yes.
Because you say, hey, yeah, I can do it, and you thinking you can do it in 2-3 days, and it takes you, once it goes past that time, you start losing money.
Yep.
So I learned that over and over again, thinking it was my guys, thinking it was, not knowing enough or whatever it is. But in the end, it was because I wasn't trying to focus and be that master of something.
Yep.
So my skill and my gift is project management, but it's also kitchens and bathrooms. I understand I can't get stuck on the kitchen and bathroom.
Yep.
So I teamed up with a nationwide dealer. I do installations in 1 to 5 days, like literally put a whole shower in 1 day. If it's a full bathroom, I do it in under a week. And so now, I offer financing. I do kitchens and bathrooms all over Wichita in a 100-mile radius.
100 mile, man, that's a long
100-mile radius.
There you go. I mean, kitchen and bathrooms, that seems to be everybody's main things they want to upgrade. I mean, you can't really upgrade a bedroom. You can do some new floor, some new paint, maybe add a closet, but at the end of the day, the kitchen
and the bathroom
is because the kitchen is where everything happens. That's the center of conversation around the holidays. That's where the good food comes out of. And there's a lot of memories to be made in kitchens.
Yeah, I think the experience for me is I always enjoy working with the customers. It's the customer experience, right? I'm not saying every time it turns out great. I'm not saying every customer loves me, but I got into my groove of things to where I realized it wasn't just me doing a project. I got to working with veterans. I'm a government contractor as my business is registered and everything. And when I started working with veterans and those with disabilities and actually seeing what they're going through, it's not so much about, and this is 2 points to this. There's people who can spend a lot of money to get a kitchen and bathroom, to get this big grand, kitchen or bathroom that looks amazing. Costs a whole lot of money, but you can get something more affordable and still have that same feeling. So that's the market I'm targeting. And so I'm trying to serve the people who want a kitchen and bathroom, don't think they can afford it, but also get it done efficiently, protect their house, or really just respect their house, respect their family, and build relationships.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like you said, people, they want the new cabinets, but, they can't get the huge cabinets, or they can't get the super nice, but they just want new. And there's some people out there, they're your high-end remodelers, and they don't touch that, Then those people get discouraged when they come out and get the bill for their kitchen for $150,000, and that's not for everybody. We remodeled our kitchen. I took several bids, and I go,
holy crap!
I could build a new house for the price you want this kitchen. And I get it. Everything was going to be good. So we ended up being our own general contractor.
Yes.
We
saved money.
We saved money, time. We got the way we wanted, because a lot of times you tell them, I want this, and I want this, and they're like, it's going to look better this way. We're going to do this. We're going to add this over here. And the wife looks at them like, did you not hear, like, this is what I want?
Right.
Yeah.
So I came from the higher end market, right? And that's where I learned a lot of this stuff at. I'm in $200,000 kitchens. I'm watching them spend $50,000, $60,000 on the bathroom. The low end was 20, 25. You get what I'm saying?
And that was a new toilet?
Well, I mean, listen, man, the guy who taught me this, and I give him nothing but respect. The guy who taught me this, he said, my price is the same no matter where I go. And he proved it. We went to a house that was probably only worth $20,000, and they were putting $20,000 in their bathroom, and I'm just like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So, I experienced the higher end market, but it just wasn't fulfilling, man.
Yeah.
It's more fulfilling when you can take a little bit of something and turn it into something that just makes them like, I did not know I can get this. I did not know my bathrooms can look like this.
And then the smile, sometimes the hardest thing is like you go into the bathroom, you spend a lot of time in there, showers, in and out, and man, the last thing you go in there, you don't want to be depressed in your bathroom, so just walking in there and it being just something more inviting. You don't think of a bathroom inviting, but at the end of the day, if it's inviting and you're in there getting ready for going to work, setting your goals, a lot of people look in that bathroom mirror and like, today I am going to go out and I am going to make somebody smile. And if they look around and they don't see that, that feeds off of them, and now no check marks get done.
I might use that in my next marketing campaign.
There you go, man.
Remodel your bathroom, and so you can feel great about yourself.
Hey, there you go, man. I'll just be smiling.
Right. Absolutely.
So outside of contracting and doing your bathroom, tell us about you. Like, what do you like to do?
Oh, man. I love being with my family.
Yeah.
I may not show it as much, but that's where I spend all my extra time. I got a 3-month-old daughter. I got a 5-year-old, almost 5-year-old daughter. I got a beautiful wife. So, that's my downtime, being able to spend those precious moments we have now together, traveling. I like to go visit my family. I'm not from Wichita. I've been here 6 years, but it's home now.
Okay.
So, I have to, go other places, Kansas City, Omaha, Nebraska, to go see my family. So I even just went to Arkansas, first time ever. My family's got hundreds of acres down here. And I'm like, what the hell? And I got to go and experience that. So, man, that's what I like to do.
And Arkansas is beautiful. We've been down there in the Rogers area a couple times. We were over there. It's real. I haven't gone. I mean, that's like right there at the border, I think. But it's beautiful. That southern Missouri, Arkansas, right over there by Oklahoma. I think Grand Lake, you can feed into like southern Missouri or something over there. And it's beautiful country over there.
Man, being outdoors for me, is everything. So, getting that experience, being able to turn this thing off and not have to worry about it.
Well, you turn this thing off?
I mean, I didn't turn it off, but I
throw it.
I wish. But not being able, being able to just not focus on the business is everything.
Yeah,
you gotta have that re-energizing.
And I talk to a lot of guys who are like, oh, I can't step away. I'm overwhelmed. Well, just put on pause. My big deal is, and I learned over the last year, is it's okay to miss somebody. Yeah. Because if they don't want to wait a day or 2 days for you to call them back,
they didn't really want to.
Somebody else is going to call. Yeah. And they're going to respect that. Oh, hey, you are with your family. There's too many people. You're like, it's a Saturday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and they're like, oh, we need you now. No. My family's here. Well, what about my family?
Yeah.
Do we not get, they don't want us to have time with our families, but that is a huge thing, and a lot of us, like business owners or just, and people who are building things and trying to better their lives, a lot of our families, they get put on the back burner. You talk to guys all the time getting divorced. They're not at home with their families.
Yeah, been there.
Yeah.
Not the divorce side of it, but when I originally started the business, that's what I did. I found myself working 2, 3 in the morning, thinking that's what I had to do to make money.
Yep.
Then you add that up and it's like, hold up. You might be charging a lot of money, but when you're spending that amount of time on there, add it up, you're probably getting paid $15, $20 an hour, if that.
Yeah.
So I had to, reconsider a lot of that and say, where do I really want to be with that balance?
Yep.
So that's where I'm at, man. My extra time goes with, our investments, our family, and making it work, man.
That's real good, man.
Yeah.
So we've had some conversation before.
Yeah.
One thing I found kind of interesting is it seems like you like to help people. Yeah. You got a deal. I don't know if you still do it, but you try to help people get like their contractor's license,
yeah, that's
right?
So I wasn't trying to do all that, but
no, you're good. I like that part because there's a lot of people out there who will go work on homes, who can do a fantastic job, but they're not licensed.
No.
The smallest mistake could cost them so much money, and they could lose it all. But if they'd had that license and that big nasty word insurance, they could have been protected because they didn't put a screw in the right spot.
Well, I gotta say this. It's not the contractor that's gonna be hurting, it's the homeowner.
Well, okay.
hey man, I've been on both sides of it. I wasn't always the best contractor. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because again, if you're doing it for money, you find yourself in situations where humbly, sometimes you gotta bow out. That's the learning part, right? But yes, I actually have an online community.
Yep.
Contractor Envy, that's my brand. We got an online community where now I only do our general contracting class online. And I mean, it's super dope. Just last week, I believe, we launched it to where now you got the audio on the go. 4 times a week, I got live instructor classes where all you got to do is RSVP. I already know you're going to be there. We get in, and I mean, it's very productive of your time, right? And so, not only that, I help contractors get their business started, from registering their business, getting their insurance, explaining these things to them. You feel me? So that is the other part of the passion. It's like, it may be a marketing or consulting business, but to me, it's like taking the guys who don't even know, because I had to learn this on my own. And I had to learn it from a lot of failure, is that, hey man, I'm willing to help you get wherever you want to go. All you got to do is speak up.
Yep.
And I'm not going to charge you an arm and a leg neither.
Yep, that's what's nice, is because some of these guys just need that little bit of help. They just need, how do I do this? I know, kind of starting my own business, there was guys who you thought you could count on and ask questions to. You call them, they wouldn't answer your phone.
Yeah.
They know, they think, oh, we're competing. You're now my competitor. I'm not gonna help you.
Right.
I've found there's a few contractors in my area that I could probably pick up the phone right now, call one of them, 90% chance he's gonna answer, and he would answer any question I had. I asked him a question, and he's like, man, I probably shouldn't tell you this because you're my competitor, but here's the answer you're looking for.
Right.
And this is why.
Right.
He could have steered me in the other direction if I, and that's what's good, because there's a lot of guys who are going to give you that false information.
Yeah, man. So let me say this. When I started looking at the numbers in the industry, so we got so many unqualified contractors that you're never going to run out of work, right? Because, come on. They're going to do the work, and it's going to be messed up, and somebody's going to have to come back and fix it, whether it's tomorrow, next year, 10 years, whatever.
Yep.
So the work is constantly there. And then there's so many that don't even have what we call a target market. They're horror contractors.
They're going to take anything and everything that comes their way. And I did that.
Of course.
We all do, but you got to learn who is your target, because you don't want everybody, and everybody's not for you, and you got to learn to say no.
Very hard.
It is.
Because that no may be saying, I'm going to have to wait to take care of whatever it is, a bill. Or I'm just, hey.
And that no always comes when you're slow, with no work. That customer that you don't want always seems to call when you've been staying around for a week. You got, electric bill, you got payroll to make, and you're like, man, this will make payroll. This will get me even for the month. I'm not making any profit, but my bills are getting paid. You take that job.
And it messes everything.
Every single time. Every time. Every time I get that feeling, I'm like, man, I don't want to do this for this customer, but you know what? We've been slow. We'll do it. And then it's just a problem after they just.
That's a big lesson, man. If still, I'm not saying it'll be the last time for either one.
Nope.
I mean, because you look at it that way, right?
Yeah.
But that's why, for me, I see it. I just want to put the right people around me, right? So if I'm putting out more good, it's going to help me remember. Because if I'm telling you to do it, and that's why I said, you know what, I'm stopping everything. I'm going to focus and niche. Because I'm telling you to focus and niche as a client. Man, what are you doing? You're doing everything. Go do one thing. And then one of my guys from when I first was a contractor here he hit me on Facebook. He said, so, man, I hear you niching, because he watched one of my niche videos. And he was like, so what you specializing in? I said, well, I'm a general contractor. He said, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, can't be a hypocrite to what you're preaching.
Yep.
So I had to break it back down, and so I'm in that process now of just like, what I'm telling you I know works, so I'm gonna prove it to you. Yep. And I'm also passionate about what I'm putting it into, because this is what I do best.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta help. You gotta help the next people, not push them down. You gotta help bring them up.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to reach out to you, because maybe, hey, they're looking to get their contractor's license, we're gonna have the links, to get a hold of him. You can fill out his website, however he's gonna get us that information. It will be in there. So you got any special projects coming up?
Well, I will say this. So on Veterans Day.
Okay, that's coming up.
Coming up real quick. So this is a quick campaign, but I don't care about how many people get involved. It's just how many people we can help. We're going to give away a free shower kit. That means it's going to be installed. That's a shower pan, shower walls, all installed in under about 3 days. But we want you to go to, which one would this be? Affordable Baths and Kitchens for sure. You can find it there. It'll probably be up by morning. But you can put somebody else in. Somebody that's in need, you can put them into the draw.
How far are you going?
I'm going 100 miles.
100. What if it's 102?
I'm going 102.
Okay.
Because if they're in need, if they're in need, we're doing a draw. So whoever comes out, that's who we're going to.
Okay.
All right. If it's outside the state, no.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if it's inside the state, we can make it work. The best part about this, and what I told my team is, even if y'all can't do it, I can do it.
Yep.
I can physically do it. So we're not losing nothing.
Any qualifications, like I know you're doing on Veterans Day, is it for veterans or just anybody?
It's for veterans.
Okay, veterans.
You have to put a veteran into the draw. Whether it's you, family member, whatever. They have to be a veteran to qualify.
Perfect.
Don't have to have a major disability or none of that, but they need to be in need of a bathroom. And in that draw, you will be uploading the pictures, and we'll go from there.
You don't want them to already have.
Yeah, don't. And we're not doing. Let me explain this too. It's all online. Go to Affordable Baths and Kitchens, and you'll get all the information you need from there. Plus, we're going to be out on Veterans Day. The actual closing of it is Veterans Day, so the winner won't be announced until that week. But again, everything will be up. And man, we really look forward to whoever wins that so we can help them.
Perfect. Hey, you know what? I appreciate sitting down with you today. It's fun. It's always good to catch up to you.
Man.
And hey, you just keep doing and helping out the community, my man.
Thank you, brother.
Yep.
Appreciate it.